Fons.
Fons. You got his flags on.
First, I want to thank Fons.
Can't hear you.
For bestowing on this honor of introducing him today for his induction into the USFTL Hall of Fame. Larry and I are best friends. We go way back, having met in 7th grade. Miss Davies' math class, if I recall. And that's about 30 years ago now. How time flies. Now we've stayed close. He's my eldest son's godfather. The nickname is applicable. And I'm his son's godfather. We're best friends. And as best friends, we've had our ups and downs. But we've always had a strong bond. A bond that's been fostered by sports. Particularly team sports and specifically football. It's something that we have, and those of you who know us know that we do get into some very heated debates, discussions, strategies, what team is better, who does this better, whatever the case may be. It's something that drives us. We love the competition, whether we're involved playing, whether we're watching, and we're spectators. We just love this game, and we love the game of flag football, and that is something that Larry has always brought. Those of you that know Larry knows that he wears his emotions on his sleeve. And today, he's being honored as an ambassador of the game. Yes, he played, he was a director, he was a sponsor. And I know that Larry is certainly well deserving of this honor today. I like to think that I had a little something to do with it. As kids, we would organize games. Kids from his block versus kids from my block. My little brother would play. He'd beat up on my brother sometimes. Toughen him up. That's for sure. But I like to think I had something to do with this achievement today. As we grew up, we would still organize games. He'd call me up and he says, hey, these guys want to play a game. They're much faster, they're much bigger, they're much stronger. I think we can take them. You look at us two, we're not very talented athletically, but we certainly love to compete. As we grew up, as I got into college, he was going off his direction, I started getting into flag football. I called him up, hey, why don't you come out and watch us play a little bit? Eventually convinced him to lace up those cleats, and he got out there and stepped on the field with us. He could play, he could hang, that's most certainly. But I mentioned that he wears his emotions on his sleeve. He brings a passion to the game. He learned the game quickly, and he learned what players needed, what they wanted. He brought a business savvy. He ran leagues in Miami and in Dade and Broward counties that were superior to any run before then or since. He brought a league for players. He brought the best quality reps, the high quality fields. He got the competition. He negotiated with leagues from Jacksonville, set up a North versus South showdown, showcasing the best talent and flag football talent in the state of Florida. Because of that competition, teams from those leagues, teams from Jacksonville will be able to play against teams from Miami. All of a sudden, that competition went to a different level. And so many 4-on-4 flag football teams from Miami and Jacksonville ended up winning national tournaments, this one and others throughout the country. He was also an ambassador for this game, the USFTL, and many other tournaments, but including, of course, this one, the biggest, the baddest, the best of all these tournaments, the tournament that we celebrate this weekend. As some of you know, Larry is still actively involved in sports. He's co-hosts a morning sports talk radio show in South Florida, a job of which I certainly am envious of, but I am so deeply proud of him. Yet it's without question that my best friend Milian has left a mark on 4-on-4 flag football and is so deserving of this induction today. So it is with great pride that I introduce my best friend, a true ambassador of our game, and 2011 Hall of Fame inductee. Larry, step on up.